Horrific pictures which travelled around the world. The moment when a car sped up and hit a cyclist in Nottingham city centre. It left him with severe back and internal injuries and a desire to campaign for cycling safety. Today Reg Scott is fully recovered and being shown the City Council's new supercycle highways.
Hopefully you've already had a look at it, but this is our supercycle highway. This is the route that we're creating along the west of the city to try and get more people on a bike, segregated routes, so safe.
It's a futuristic scene that's being built right now. Nottingham City Council has £6 million of government funding to spend on improving cycling. The new routes will separate cyclists from cars and help them bypass busy junctions and roundabouts.
Well, this is definitely a step in the right direction. We definitely need more space for cycling and safer environments for our cyclists. So I'm very glad that they've invested the money in this. And over the long term, investment in cycling infrastructure pays off much faster than investment in other things. And it's also a lot cheaper to do.
We want it to be the best city in the UK for cycling. Nothing short of that. We're absolutely clear that we want it to be key to the way that we develop the city. It's about health, but it's also about a nicer way to get in and out of the city. And as I say, it's also about making it also easier for cars as well as public transport users.
The supercycle highways will be built over the next 2 years. The western route is the first, but there'll also be corridors to the city centre from the north, south and east. There'll be improvements too to existing cycle paths and tracks. But with a whole lane being taken out here for cyclists to use, where does that leave car drivers?
In a way, this is pro-car, because if you get people using other forms of transport, if you get people onto trams, if you get people onto bikes, ultimately that reduces the number of cars on the road, and it means that people who do need their cars can do so in a nicer environment. So I don't see this as a choice between prioritising cars or prioritising other forms of transport. It's actually about making the whole system work, and importantly it's about making it safe for everybody, and particularly safe for cyclists who quite often encounter dangerous situations.
Work begins on the southern cycle route next month. The hope is that more of us will choose cycling to get into the city, and there'll be fewer incidents like this.